Alright, so this is our 5S project completed. Everything's color coded. The first thing I did is took everything off the bench, put it in the floor, sorted everything, got rid of all of the things that I didn't think I needed and the things that I wasn't sure if I needed or not. I put in my red tag box, so I've got a couple belts in there, and the heat gun I use for wooden handles, but I use it very rarely, so I didn't want it to be taking up space on the table. So the first thing over here, this is where I would come, and before I had to go inside and measure everything, hunt down tape measures, calculator. I'll write down everything and then go ahead and make the receipt while I've got a pen in hand and everything's set up. All this closes up nice and tight so it doesn't get metal filings. It's got a label there. All this stuff is labeled, radio's labeled. I put this down so that instead of hunting for a measuring tape, I can just take a knife and roll it right along the edge there and it'll tell me how long it is. We went through and put the belts in. They're all color coded. Inside of the belt is red. Same thing with as they go down. We have reorder points on there and it's labeled with the grits. I have my extra point of use storage here all the way across. Same with the paper towels. The power strip was a little extra that we did. I had a bunch of cords all over the place and I never had enough plugs, so ran that there. All the water cups and everything are all traced. Glasses are traced. Everything's labeled, ready to rock and roll. I always lost these everywhere. My pliers, so I spray painted them bright green so they're easy to find, and then made a little buffer pliers pocket for it. All of these, if one of these goes missing, I know exactly which one's gone and where it goes back, so I don't have the box over there in the corner where I'm shuffling through it, digging, trying to find it. All of the related compounds are labeled and behind it. Same with my duster, everything's got labels on it. Come down, I used to have to hunt around for my inspection paper, and then once I cut it, I had to harvest all the pieces and then walk to the trash can. Now I just do my inspection over the trash can to make sure that the knives are sharp. Once the trash can fills up, I have an audit to audit the workbench, make sure everything's clean, everything's in its place. Then I come over to the wash station to wash the knives. It's labeled. It also has an audit on it. So whenever I get down to there, I audit my red tag box and my big red toolbox. I've got my sponges, my cups, I got the fill hole labeled so I don't have to hunt for that. I actually have 2 audits on there. I figured about every gallon or so. I've got my oil rags. Instead of having to hunt down a piece of an old t-shirt and find oil, I just went ahead and oiled one. The knives will be nice and clean so it shouldn't get dirty. I've got my point of use storage for my towels down there. Come over to the wrapping station, cellophane wrap. I've got my cards here. I've got a Kaizen card in there for when I should refill it. I've also labeled here. Same with my stickers. Come back, and whenever I get to here, I know to reorder and what sticker pack to reorder it for to work for the printer. Got my tape, cellophane wrap. I've got my scissors right here labeled. I did all this on this table. This is attached with Velcro, so in case I ever need to use this table for something else, if we have guests over for Thanksgiving, we can put a tablecloth over it. No one will ever know that there's tape and Velcro on it. Over here I've got my cutter and my marker, and I have those labeled with pins in it so they don't go anywhere. And I think that is about it.